Luca, my dear old friend. How you doing, Vasily? You know, Luca, I've been recently appointed to this new position. Yeah, I've been told that. Congratulations. Yes, well, there's plenty of work to be done. I can imagine. It must be tough. As far as I can see, this business is closely intertwined with the other ones. You are right. There are many synergies involved. Now, there's one point in which I really need your help, Luca. What's that? Carla told me that I need to map processes. Carla, the magic word that opens all doors. It took him 40 full seconds to pronounce it. Normally, it would take less than 20. The situation is critical. So she told you that you must map processes, and you know, I just can't get back to her and say, what exactly do you mean by map processes? I see. No better person than you in the company to help me. I thought Luca can dedicate 1 hour to help me understand what I need to do. I will, Vasily, but first let me pin down a couple of basic concepts. Oh, sure. First, although you might not be familiar with it, process mapping is no esoteric discipline. In the end, it boils down to describing who does what. I follow you. Okay, more often than not, a good starting point is an organization chart. Yes, this one is easy. Yes, although you cannot always rely on this kind of documents, you usually can get a first broad understanding of what roles are there in an organization. Different roles usually perform different tasks, you know. Okay, why did you say that you cannot always rely on organization charts? Out of date, inaccurate, incomplete. Use them with a grain of salt, right? Duh. At level 0 of your description, before you get into processes, you want to depict the whole business as one entity. This relates to one or more external actors through some kind of exchanges. These are what scientists call inputs and outputs. Like doing... Exactly. You can visualize it like a box right in the middle of the page representing your business. The box is surrounded by one or more other boxes representing third-party interacting entities. Arrows drawn to and from the big box represent inputs and outputs. Sure, the arrows. Don't forget that in your case you sell services. The kind of exchanges with external actors are either information or money. If we sold goods, then we would probably exchange materials too. Yes, I got the point. Then we can move to the first level of process analysis. Yes, let's move. You'll want to draw one slide or to write one page to describe what the main roles in the business are about. Even a simple spreadsheet table could help. Doesn't seem too hard. Indeed. Start with a short list of process domains, like planning, sales, operations, vendor selection, billing and accounting. Then write 1, 2, 3 sentences about each of them to describe what roles are involved and what they do. Look, you make process analysis seem so simple. One thing, Vasily, I am using the word analysis because we are talking about the current way it works, okay? Okay. If we were discussing how things should work, then we should more properly use the word design. Both analysis and design are equally legitimate, depending on your purpose. Oh, also, you can hardly design for change without a good prior analysis of the status quo. Anyway, it is critical that you do not confuse the two concepts. I won't, Luca. Fine. We're almost there. Is that all, Luca? Usually yes, depending on your objectives. Beyond a certain level of detail, Vasily, you need to describe a sometimes complicated sequence of tasks and decision points. Decision points. At this level, you probably need to use flowcharts, make a detailed inventory of tools that are used throughout the process flow, and so on. Oh, there, you would probably have reached the point where you should get some help to do the job. But usually, this happens in very specific cases. For example, For example, when you are designing information systems and tools to automate or support your processes. I don't think this is my case. I don't think either, but beware. Each time you move down one level, your work grows exponentially. You can do it in 1 hour, in 1 day, in 1 week, or in 1 month. I don't have 1 month. That's why you need to establish the right level of analysis. To do so, you need to understand Carla's purpose in giving you the job. Got it, Luca. This is what happens now. I'll do my homework first, then we meet 1 more hour and you tell me if I'm on the right path. Okay? Fine enough, Vasily. I am sending you an invitation for Monday, 9 a.m. First round, okay. Though it won't end here. Don't drop your guard, Luca. Now, summarizing. 4 points. Answer the why question first. Decide the what, how deep you should go. Do a first draft, down to the first level. If that's not enough, consider getting help. Hope this is useful next time somebody asks you to map your processes. Has anybody ever asked you to describe or map your processes? What was their objective? Strategic decision making, operational improvement, automation? Use the comments area below to describe the main difficulty you have faced in a few lines. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it yet, so you make sure you won't miss the next episode. If you want to read the full text of this post, visit my website lucaorlasino.com.